Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy again. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedlys. I think I'll be saying allegedly more often. Here we go. So I would like to do a spread today. I hope you guys are doing well. On Prince William's 12 months. Let's find out how it's going to go. I did one on Kate. Now I'm going to do one on William. Let's see what pops up. What pops up with Prince William for the year. I would expect some stress due to the higher call of duty and the workload. So let's find out how's it going to go between them, between Prince William and his royal duties and his life, struggles with his brother. How's it going to go? How's it going to go? How's it going to go? Here we go. How's it going to go for Prince William? Okay, so this card, these cards here go in a wheel. So I will try to get it so that you can get it all on camera here. Okay, so this card here gets read with this one here and that one. So what we have here is, we have here the Four of Pentacles. That's trying to stand still or hold your ground in some respect. There's some dissatisfaction going on. There's some discontentment. And he's feeling like he's got to hang on to what he can right now. Ooh, that's getting really blurry when I put it too close. Okay, there we go. I will get this down eventually. Here you go. So Four of Pentacles. So he's not looking too happy, actually, trying to hang on to what he can, literally, because things have been falling apart and they've lost a lot of money to the Harkles and hanging on for dear life and not being too pleased. He's not too happy and pleased with what's gone on. And it's feeling like it is from the Empress here, would be, I would say, Markle birthing new things, constantly birthing new things, birthing new problems, and along with fake babies, fake baby bumps. So I would say that is the Markle card here, birthing new things. He's unhappy with her birthing new things, causing stir and problem, wanting her abundance, wanting to be back in. She wants back in. He doesn't want her back in. The Empress is the mom card. It's nurturing. It's always birthing something new, and she's always trying to create new things for herself, to make herself abundant, make herself have pleasures. And he's not happy about it because she's trying to come back to get money. She wants to come back to get his money. So he's not happy. He's very discontented about that right now. That is the current energy. FYI, being Mercury retrograde, this decision can flip. You know, Markle may decide, go, okay, we're not birthing something new here. Or he may say, okay, I'm going to give you some money now because it is Mercury retrograde. So things can happen and change quickly. So that is just the way it is. But this is a major arcana. So I would say unlikely for her to ever change her ways and change her decision about birthing new projects. That's going to hurt the family. She's going to continue to try and do it, and it's not going to stop her, even though she's in a low point right now. She's always going to return back to her ways because they have that problem, and she's no different. She's not a machine. She's got a problem. She's got a mental health issues that's going to keep her doing it. She's going to keep cycling over and over. She might have some calm spots, but she'll always return to it. So there's the first, and that is the first position and the seventh position. The first position is this one, and then that seventh position represents seventh represents the relationships. So the relationships, he is going to try and birth something new with people, but not Markle, I don't think, because he doesn't want to. It's showing he does not want it. He's very discontented about having to birth a new relationship with her. But the all others, I think, yes, definitely, but not Markle. That's how I feel about it because he's very discontented here. So then we got the next position here. The second position is what is it? It is possessions, material and security. So we have here the Four of Cups. Four of Cups for that. So with the Four of Cups, once again, he's feeling discontented. He's discontented in the relationships. I would say that's because of Meghan and Harry trying to come back in. That's what's going on right now, and it shows. It's sort of wishful thinking on their part. This person's wishing upon, she's just sitting there looking out her window and wishing and hoping. I think he'd like to have his brother back, is how I feel, but he's caused so much problem that there's still this discontentment. There's not an emotional connection really happened yet. It's just been drawn out. There's a lot of sadness in this card, wishing that things would change. With the yellow flowers here, it's kind of wishing for sunnier days, for happier days, thinking about the joy you once had. So there's sort of a depression, there's a depression element to this card here. So I'd say he's feeling a bit depressed. And in some of his relationships, which would be his brother, he's depressed. He's depressed that this situation is still going on. It has not cleared up. It has not gone away. And now they want to come back and stir up trouble. So very discontented. It's bordering total sadness here, and trying to cling and hang on to what you can to keep things together, because you got Markle here trying to birth a new relationship. He's fine with birthing relationships and solid relationships with everyone else, but not her. And then this position here is the third position, and that is communication with others. So with communication with others, he's thinking about, it is the King of Wands in reverse. So I would say this really kind of screams Meghan and Harry. This is apparently what Spirit wants to talk about. And he doesn't want to do it here. That doesn't look like it's going to happen. Yeah, it's the communication is cut off. He doesn't have the enthusiasm. The enthusiasm's gone for communication. He doesn't want to talk to Harry. He doesn't want to create anything new. He doesn't want business with him. And the loyalty is gone. The loyalty is in reverse. There's that dog sitting there on that card. And the loyalty's not there. And then you could see people in the back working in the fields. He doesn't want to work with them. The loyalty's gone. There's nothing solid there going on between them. It's not a solid relationship. So that's what that position shows. And fourth position. Fourth position is the home family life. There's a lot to carry, a lot of burdens to lift. They're working hard. They're working very hard. They've got a lot. They got more to lift. That's more lifting there. Literally more lifting, more work for the family tree in the water there, the emotional family tree. So more responsibilities here and taking them on. So taking on more responsibilities. And the fifth position is the love life. The love life here is the Six of Cups. So Six of Cups is, the past efforts, everything they did in the past, is still there. There's harmonious there. They are harmonious. They enjoy each other, but there's a little bit of someone here on the side wishing to be like them, and that would be Markle. That's just kind of a jealousy element to this card, so it's looking like there might be a little bit of jealousy there. And yeah, they're kind of in a tide of emotions. They're kind of trapped in this flood of emotions here and being watched, in essence, by her, is how I feel. That woman. Yes. And not having it. She doesn't have that. And she's keeping a close eye on them and doesn't let up. She wants growth for herself. She wants what they have. She doesn't have it. So it's really picking up Markle here because it's that heavy load here and sadness over his brother. And the sixth position, workday, the day-to-day workday, we have here the King of Pentacles in reverse. So he just knows he's doing a lot of heavy lifting and not really getting the financial rewards for it. I guess is the easiest way to say this. Getting kind of burned out a little bit energetically, getting a little bit of tired of making grapes and turning water into wine. And so there's burnout. He's going to have some burnout here. And this is in the 6th position. So yeah, that comes to, what position? Let's see, January, February, March, April, May. That's in June. In June, he's going to burn out slightly. He's going to start to feel the burn in June. In June, he's going to get burned out. Just a little bit burned out, to say the least. But I know he's going to keep pushing forward because that's how he is. He's still going to be reliable, but he's just going to feel that he's not, it's just not working out here between her. It's just not worth the burden. I'll blossom with other people, but he's not going to do it with Marco. So I really feel that is the Marco card in this spread. And just feeling low vibe, thinking of her. Like if I have to position myself next to her, his energy is just going to tank and get down to a rural bottom pit. She lowers his vibrations because he gets so angry. He gets really upset. It affects his moods in a really bad way, and he's not able to be his true self. I feel he's not able to be that King of Pentacles, which is super reliable. He feels like he just loses his cool. When she's whenever anyone brings her up, even he loses his cool. Doesn't like her name brought up. Doesn't even want to talk about her. Don't mention that name around me. Is how I feel. He really discontented with her. Really has bad feelings for her, and that's why I think. And he sees that she keeps an eye on them as a couple. She watches them. Everything they do, she watches, and it just irritates him to no end. King of Pentacles in reverse. So you don't want that. What else could I say about King of Pentacles in reverse? Let's see. He's feeling like he can't give good advice when he's in this position because it affects him so badly. And he's not able to demand and get the respect he wants if he's in a major bad mood. So he knows he has to control it, because you're not going to demand respect and get respect when you lose your cool. So this is going to be a little bit problematic for him to maintain his cool whenever someone brings her up, because he just probably like stiffens up, that. So, and people may feel it a little bit in his inner circle. So he tries to really watch it, I feel. Then this position here is the 8th position. The 8th position represents major changes. The major changes is going to be the 4 of Wands, which is the stability of the home. So things are going to start to become really stable. They will become stable after he tells her no, not doing it, no. Which he just did, apparently. That's why we see these here. He already told her no. And so here is where things start to get stable at home. It's a stable, happy home. He can enjoy his kids a little more. The dirty job's been done. And back to stability, feeling more, because they tried to weasel back in. No, you're not. Boom. Now they're feeling like a sense of calm again. After the storm, there's coming to a calm. And then this position here, the 9th position, is victory in reverse. So he's going to feel like there's no victory here. That's 6 of Wands in reverse. So nobody really truly wins when you don't have your brother, when it's still upheaval, the family. So there's not a total win here. It's just emotional. You're trying to maintain purity and a winness, but truly nobody's winning here. So it kind of did some damage to the family, is what I'm going to say, and he knows it. He's going to feel it. Everybody's feeling the damage to the family. So that's why the victory is in reverse, because she was able to do quite a bit of damage. Then this position, let's see, I get my cards mixed up here. This is the 10th card. The 10th card is the Queen of Pentacles upright. So with the Queen of Pentacles upright, we're looking at financial stability and individualism. This person loves a good, comfortable life and has a lot going on. So I would say this would be Catherine, enjoying her life and with him. And things are going fabulous, and because they have gotten rid of the parasite in the family, and the leech is now let loose, and stability has returned, even though it's really nobody's really truly winning. Catherine's going to feel more individualism coming to her own, queen energy. She has it all. She's abundant. She's abundant with her husband, and she's going to be feeling better about the situation, knowing that Markle's not allowed to come back because William is stepping in along with Charles and having a voice behind closed doors. And she's going to start to really come into her own, which she already has been for many years. But really, she is highlighted quite a bit when she's with William. He lets her take take that center stage quite a bit, and she knows it, she feels it, and she's really a high vibe, and people enjoy her, and she's enjoying her life more here. She's really enjoying her life, so that's great. And then we have here the Five of Cups. For the 11th position, which is the social life and friendship. So it is a loss. It is an emotional loss. So there will be an emotional loss that's going to come their way, and something they will have to deal with. And it is what it is. So I'm not sure who the emotional loss is. I'm sure it could be just Harry still not coming to his senses completely and cutting him out, quite possibly, with the Five of Cups. And what else can I say about Five of Cups? It is sorrow and, disappointment, feeling some melancholy, and trying to deal with it, trying to deal with the melancholy and the loss. So there's going to be some kind of loss that's going to happen in the year. And then the 12th position is the Eight of Cups. Yeah, the walking away. So there is going to be something where they have to walk away from, leave behind, and deal with it that way. So yeah, this is probably Harry having to still not stay out of the family, I would say. So I think Catherine, since it's close to Catherine, she's feeling the effects of the loss. And so there is an emotional loss. There's going to be some emotional losses this year, feeling emotional loss, because we have the 5 and the 8. They're both emotional losses, and feeling melancholy. And she's crying here, and she's, feeling really sad. So they're just two sad cards, really. So there's going to be a loss. There's going to be some kind of major loss in their life. And then we have here the Knight of Swords as the center focus. And that very well could be because of Harry. Harry and his book. Harry and his book is the highlighted focus of the spread. And that is why they have probably this emotional loss, because his book is going to be coming out. And that is the player card. That is someone going to battle. This is someone who is going to battle with their words. It's cold, it's icy, and it's cruel. And that is why. That is why. It is Harry. It's the Harry card. Harry's going to battle against his brother. Markle's trying to get the money. He's going to tell her, no, you're out. Harry's going to put that book out. So Harry, I've said in the past, Harry is waking up, at least to her. But it's looking like, even though he wants to come back, the fact that they're going to block him, if they do totally block him like we think they are, from the Jubilee and from blocking him from pleasing her, because he's really making a last-ditch effort to weasel back in and slither back in, as we know, and being told, no, you can't slither back in and be where you were before. That's why we see the War card. Harry's going to go to war. Harry's petulant, so this is why we have this retrograde where the flip-floppy. He's just going to go on a rampage. He's going to go on a violent verbal rampage because he's not going to get his way. I don't think he's going to shut up. That's what it's looking like. It doesn't look like Harry wants to shut up. Let's pull some more cards here. We got the Three of Swords in reverse with the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so, he's not being accepted back in. He's not, you can't come back in with your heart on the sleeve. So he's not being accepted back in, and you betrayed us. You betrayed us. We got the Three of Swords in reverse, and we're trying to heal here, and you're trying to come back. You're trying to come back. No, you're not coming back. No, she's not allowed back in. No. So this is why we're seeing this. That's why we see a little bit of, burden, him burning out a little bit. He's going to burn out a little bit. Catherine's going to be coming to the forefront, strong and solid. It's looking like they're going to get some stability, but nobody's winning in this war. There's no wins when you have an estranged family member lashing out at you. So it's looking like Harry's still going to stay on his rampage because he's petulant and he's going to be told no. They don't like being told no. So Harry very much is a covert narcissist, and that's why we're seeing this. You know, he'd like to come back if he got his way. You know, he would be, you know, we wouldn't be seeing this war card here if he was accepted back in. But they're telling him no. We're trying to really heal here. We are healed, and we're getting to be more solid, and it's just like taking off the scab off the wound and pouring salt on it. And they don't see it ever healing if she stays in the picture. So that's why they're saying no to her. If they say no to her, then Harry has to make some other decisions. And it's just going to trigger his rage because he's just not getting his way. Harry has to have Harry's way. And it's just, wow, it's kind of scary how spoiled he is. And then under the surface here, we have the moon energy in reverse, which is confession time. He needs to confess everything that he's been part of, and he knows it. In the center of the deck, let's go there, because I like to. We have here, he doesn't want to be left out in the cold. This is the Five of Pentacles. This guy's left out in the cold and crying. Harry doesn't want to be left out in the cold. He doesn't want to be left out in the cold. And we have here the Three of Pentacles in reverse. He wants to create with them. He wants to expand with them. He doesn't want to be left out in the cold. So that is why we see it like that. So that's really the main stressors that William is having, and it's probably coming to a head this year because this is where he's trying to crawl back. So it is coming to a head. It's not going to be calm and easy for him. It literally is coming like a pimple coming to a head, basically here, because we always knew he was going. I always knew he would try and weasel back in. I always knew he was going to come back, and maybe they expected it too. But it's going to get worse before it gets better, at least for Harry. I think they're doing this love and logic thing, which is taking the problem and throwing it back on their lap and telling them, you'll do a good job solving your own problems. We're not going to helicopter parent you anymore. You're in your 30s. Your wife is in her 40s. Make it work. Make it work. And this is a love and logic lesson here of dealing with petulance, really, and making a child deal with the consequences of their decisions and hoping that they make the right decisions and hope that they work it out for themselves. So they're playing this love and logic game on him and finally making him suffer the consequences. Apparently, he wasn't given that enough by his behavior. Clearly, he wasn't taught love and logic and consequences. And for every decision, there's a potential consequence for every decision. And so that's what we're seeing here is Harry and the rest of them are starting to implement this into Harry's life. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it was long. Sorry. Until next time, like and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Bye.